Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am sitting down for a kind of video that I have not done in literally months. Let me just flip back to see what the last time I did this was. The last time that I rewind planned was for the week of April 2nd, and I am now rewind planning for the week of June 11th through 17th, so it has been like 2 full months. So I used to love these types of videos where I would sit down and, just recap my week in my personal planner, and I stopped doing them for several reasons. Most of them have to do with the fact that my planning style changed and allowed me to put more stuff in my planner. But over the last week, I've been really missing these. So I decided to try another week of doing them. So before I clean up and get these inserts out, the planner is a Recollections planner from Michaels. The inserts are personal inserts from So Much Crafting. They are week on 2 pages. The kit is from Sticky Essentials. Both of these pens are from Pen Gems. This paperclip is I made. This is from, I want to say it's the Yellow Key. This I picked up at the Container Store, and this is from a shop called Mrs. Mom Next Door that isn't around anymore. So anyway, let me take all these pretties away, take the inserts out, and get started. So like I said before, I'm rewind planning for the week of June 11th through the 17th. If you've never seen my rewind spreads, they are done completely after the fact, and I used to upload them every Saturday. I'm hoping to get back into that trend. We'll see. I cannot promise that I will ever make another one after this, and I cannot promise for sure that I will go back and rewind plan the previous weeks before this, but for now, I'm going to try this out. So I'm a little bummed about the kit I am using, and not because it's not a gorgeous kit, but because it is a full kit, not a mini kit. Because I stopped planning in these, I stopped buying kits for them, so I didn't really have anything in my stash that was like a mini kit. So pardon me for using a full kit. I feel awful, especially because I use so many character stickers in my rewind spreads, but I promise that I will not throw away any leftovers, and I will put them in my ever-growing giveaway pile. So I don't remember the name of this kit, but it's from Sticky Essentials. We have these that I can't remember if they came with the kit or I bought them a la carte, but they are like these tall boxes that I'm hoping to put one right here. I'm not sure which one. It'll probably be her, honestly. Then we have the full boxes. As you can see, it's a coffee themed kit. The week I'm back planning for was a very, very stressful, busy week. I also used like a girl bossy kit for the week in my vertical, and I did film it and upload that one. Then we have a functional page here, which I honestly probably won't use much of this, maybe some icons, but that's about it, and I won't have room for a weekend banner. You'll see this page a lot. I need to pull in a lot of these labels, so we have half boxes, quarter boxes, appointment labels, and flags. Then we have our headers and our little things, our checklist that I will not use any of. I don't know if I'll use glitter headers or not, but we have more quarter boxes, which is the reason that I really wanted to use this kit, because it has a ton of quarter and half boxes, and then even more labels up here, and flags, and more flags. We have this whole page that I will try to use the deco, but really nothing else, and then the washi page. So I am going to struggle with this kit. Sticky Essentials is, it's got this like vinyl-y sticker paper, which makes the colors of the kit look absolutely amazing, and it feels amazing. The paper, it's like this, it's so smooth. Like, if you felt it, there's no way for me to describe it because I'm bad with words apparently, but it's amazing. But I struggle to like use these types of stickers so badly. I do not know why. I'm using my ugly scissors because it doesn't matter how many fancy pretty scissors I buy. It's these $1 stickers that I picked up at like a back to school sale years ago that work. Also, I'm sorry, this is not my desk. This is like a foam board I put on top of my desk, so it stays like nice and white, but I have had the same one for about 6 months, and I need to get a new one, and it's been on my to-do list forever, and every time I walk into a store, I forget. So the reason that I really wanted to do Rewind Plan With Me's again is actually because I started doing regular Plan With Me's again. One of the reasons I stopped doing regular Plan With Me's is because at the beginning of the week, I just didn't feel like I knew enough of my plans to like film it, and it ends up being like most of the video just me laying down the basics. But I decided to put it out there, and you guys liked it, and somebody messaged me like, hey, now that like your weekly plan with me's aren't as full, how about you do rewinds so that you can like show us what happened in the week? And I'm like, oh, that's an awesome idea because I do miss these. So I'm going to try this out. One of the reasons I didn't like this is because like it was another thing to film and edit, or not film and edit and upload. I love the filming part. I hate the editing part. So we'll see if this fits in on my personal schedule. Ooh, this thing is pretty full. Again, this doesn't matter how many nice hole punches I buy. They all break, and this crappy one I bought forever ago works best. Although this one's not having a fun time. If you hear anything in the background, my apartment complex's pool opened up this month, and my personal apartment is pretty close to it. I actually don't mind, you know, it closes at 9 p.m., so it's not like it's ever like it late into the night, and it opens at 9, which I'm usually out the door, or if it's the weekend, I don't tend to sleep in too much. But anyway, I just hear all the kids playing all the time. I'm a little all over the place. This was a little spontaneous to sit down and do this. But, yeah, I need a new hole punch. Anywho, things are hole punched. Yay. Let me zoom in. I'm going to take this one aside, and we will jump into Monday. Okay, so let's grab the full boxes. So I had a pretty busy week altogether, so a lot of these will end up getting covered. Monday, let's do this one right here, the one with the heart, because it's really pretty. So I'm not going to put down like all my plans, I'm just grabbing the highlights for you guys and stuff that I wanted to put in. So the first thing we're starting off with marking is how angry I was this morning. I don't remember if I mentioned it at all in another video, but basically part of my job is to train people on using this. It's to train people to use a certain kind of computer program. And over the last few weeks, this is right around the time that people graduate from college, so we bring in all of our new people because we tend to hire people out of college for like our starter positions. So we've so far had 2 rounds of like onboarding those new people. We had the first round a few weeks ago. I did a training for them. They were a little overwhelmed, which is pretty normal. And then we told them like your regional lead will be able to answer any questions. It's okay that you didn't get this all your first time around. So we had this second round of them on this day. I wasn't told anything like about it other than that it was this happening on this day and the location and the time. So I just assumed I was going because I always do the trainings, like always. It's part of my job description. So I get to work on Monday at the staff meeting. I tell them like I think I'm going, but I haven't heard from like the training coordinator what's happening. Halfway through the day, like I still had, not halfway, like 10 a.m. I hadn't heard from her. I texted her, I called her, no answer. I assumed she was in the middle of training, so she wouldn't answer. So I texted her supervisor, who tends to go to these things. She doesn't lead, but she's there so people can see her face and know who she is because they'll get emails from her and stuff. So she called me back immediately. She's like, what do you mean you don't know what's happening? So it was this whole thing like, how could this person not tell you? End of story is that she's like, well, the people in the last round were so overwhelmed by how much you had to teach them, so I decided that they should just rely on their personal, their regional leads to teach them. Now, guys, I am not like an expert in training people on everything, but if people are having issues with something, the answer is not less training, it's more training, or maybe giving me the full 4 hours I requested and not making me scrunch up my time in 2 hours and making it so I have no time to answer questions or to let them do practices. Anyway, that all happened on Monday, and I was just angry, like all around angry, and I still am about it. Like it's like a week and a half later, and I'm still angry. That's all to say that is what I'm marking here. I'm sorry if you're new to my rewinds. I tell you the whole story of what happened before I put the sticker down. I want to share my life. Anyway, I'm very mad. I'm still mad at her. She's my least favorite coworker because of this kind of stuff. Like, not just making this executive decision without consulting anyone, but not telling me she had made this decision so, I would have, like, not traveled an hour to like, I had planned this all in my, anyway, I'm going to stop complaining. So to mark that, I have from the Coffee Monsters code. These are some of my favorites for marking anything like emotion wise. I need to order more because I'm starting to run out, but these are the emoji heads. I'm going to use this one right here, like screaming, because that's what I wanted to do. Like, I think at some point in the day, I like shut my office door and screamed. Anyway, so I was really upset, so I wanted to do something to make myself happier, so I finally booked my trip on this day. So I'm going to a training. It's actually, oh god, so right now it is the 23rd. On the 27th of June is when my flight is. I'm going on a like 4 or 5 day trip to Washington, D.C. It's for a training that I'm attending, not leading, but I love the city. I haven't been there in so long, and I'm so excited. And on Monday, I finally sat down and like bought my flight and booked my hotel. I was waiting for like our room block information to come to me. So to mark that, I have from the Coffee Monsters Co. You'll see this shop appear everywhere because I love them. These guys, I'm going to use the medium-sized ones because why not? So I booked everything. I'm really, really, really excited for the trip. I don't know when this video will go up, but I am going to do my best to get down to almost 0 orders in the shop before I leave. I made a decision not to shut down my shop, like put it on vacation mode for when I was gone for the trip, because if you don't know, FYI, I learned this very recently. If you put your shop on vacation mode, Etsy actually like kind of punishes you by making, once you reopen, your shop doesn't appear in as many searches. So like, I really didn't want to do that because it would harm the shop, so I just planned it out so I didn't have like huge new releases in the weeks leading up to it that would be like on my schedule to do this upcoming week, if that makes sense. Anyway, so that's for booking the flights, and the last thing I wanted to put in was that I just stayed at work really late on this day. I mean, till like 9, 10 o'clock. I try to leave at latest by 7 o'clock, but this had thrown off my day so much that I just wanted to barrel through and get stuff done. So to mark working late, I was just going to use an icon. Let's just use the pen. Why not? Like, I got home and I just crashed into bed, like wearing work clothes and all. So that was my Monday. Not a very fun Monday. Let's start with Tuesday now. Let's put in the coffee cups. So when I say I came into my room Monday and just crashed into bed, I truly mean it, because I forgot to even set an alarm clock, meaning in the morning, I luckily didn't wake up too late, so I like to be in the office by 9 in the morning, but like I woke up at 9:30, and I live 30 minutes during rush hour from work, 20 minutes around 9:30, 10, so I didn't make it into the office till like 10:15. Everyone understood. They're like, girl, you left last night at like 9 and you're here every day until like 7. It's fine. It's just like, if you don't know, I am the head of my department and I am the only person currently in my department, so it's not like there's anyone who relies on me to be there. I just rely on me to be there. So to mark being late, I have these stickers from Happy Day Stickers. It's just the character like running late to work. I wish she had more of these because these seem to be the only ones I use. It was an okay day at work. Around the end of the day, I invited my boyfriend to come join me at work so we could go to dinner afterwards. I took him out to dinner because I hadn't seen him in a while, and one of the place I took him to is like a kind of crappy chain bar that's near my work, but my coworkers go there with me like almost every week because they have some really good deals, and like it's right after work. It's just one of those things you do with coworkers, especially when you're in your 20s and young and don't have any responsibilities really waiting at home. So I talk about it so much, he's like, I want to go there. So I took him there. I mean, it's not like fantastic food, but I was like, all right, why not? So to mark that, I'm using from Itty Bitty Sticker Company. I actually don't know if this shop is still around. I'll link it down below with all the others if it is. I haven't shopped from here since the order these came in, just because there's so many on a sheet. I've never run out of all the stickers I bought from her. But that was nice. And then, of course, because it happens every time, before the date was over, Oh, sorry, that was me getting a text from... Okay, that was me getting a text from my brother. Where was I? Oh, right, before the, like, date was over, we got into a fight over what... Sorry, let me turn that off. I'm trying to buy myself a new phone because mine is so old and run down, and he is helping me choose. Anyway, so before the date was over, we got into a fight about what we always get into a fight about. He does not currently have a job. He works part-time at his dad's construction company, but, like, he went to school for computer programming, so, like, dude, just get a job. So I've been very honest with him how much it bothers me. And recently a job opened up at my company, and he asked me to put in his name for the job. Like, we talked it over because he would be working with me, and we decided that it was okay. We could do it. And then, like, as soon as I put in his name and I was like, hey, he's going to be sending your resume, he changed his mind and was like, no, I don't want to do it. And at that point, I was like, no, you told me, we had this conversation, we decided, you have to put your name in because otherwise it makes me look bad because I recommended someone and then they didn't even submit their resume. So I made him go through the process of submitting his resume. I made him do the interview. Like, I even helped him prep for it, like, because I don't handle any of the interviews for that department, so I thought it was okay. And I let them know that I was helping him. They said it was okay. And then at the end, he didn't get the job because he was being all grouchy and annoyed in the interview. Anyway, so we fought about that because he's like, he was basically saying, do you remember when you made me do that? And I was like, yeah, and I would make you do it again because I put my name on the line for you, and you have to follow through. Anyway, that's to mark that fight. It's just the same fight we have over and over again. Anyway, I'm sorry, these videos are very long. It's like 20 minutes in, and I'm still on Tuesday. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday was a fun day. I was actually going to invite my boyfriend to, weekly we go to that bar for Wing Wednesday because they have some pretty awesome deals on wings every Wednesday, and sometimes I just need it. I need like a quick drink and some wings. I ended up telling him he wasn't coming on Wednesday because we also use that opportunity to complain about our lives. So I'm going to start by marking that I got something fun in the mail. Oh, no. It was a birthday on this day. So I've talked about her before, but one of my coworkers I didn't like when she started. I thought she was obnoxious, and I thought that she was inappropriate, and it turns out that she is, but I think, like, me wrapping my head around the fact that, like, we don't interact in a work, like, she's inappropriate at work, like, not saying, she just doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut, and to, like, she's very honest. And it's one of those, you love her or you hate her. It just took me a while to warm up to her, and now I'm a very, very big fan. But it was her birthday on Wednesday. So first of all, to mark that, I have from the Glam Planner these birthday stickers. So the reason I love them, oh, actually, so technically they're from the Glam Planner, but also technically they're from her third Etsy shop called Glam Plan Teeny Fam. I like these a lot, and I like the fact that I'm okay using them because it used to be that, like, you bought the stickers and then the batch was gone forever. But now she has them on a site. Anyway, I like these stickers because, as I showed you, the two things are not, like, cut together. So I always put the girl on one side and the character with the balloons on the other, and then I write it in the middle. These are definitely going to go quickly for my stash. I'm going to have to get more. But it was her birthday on this day. Next, I want to mark something a little weird. So I tried out this thing because a YouTuber I trust recommended it to me. It's called Ebates. So basically, you get money back for shopping, and they have Etsy as one of their things. So sometimes it's like 1% cash back. One time it was like 7% cash back. I was like pretty skeptical when I first heard about it, but I signed up, and I didn't do anything different. I didn't shop anywhere differently. Like, I didn't, like, shop anywhere new because of it. I just used it for Etsy. And on this day, I got my very first check from them, and I, like, deposited it, and it was real. I got money just for shopping like I normally do, and it was really weird to me. So I will include a link for Ebates down below. As a disclaimer, it is a referral link, so if you click it and, like, use Ebates and stuff, I do get, like, credit back for it. So you don't have to click it, or you could just go to Ebates, like, Google Ebates, and you don't have to give me the credit for it. But I do recommend it because it was very, like, whoa, free money, which is what it felt like. I know it wasn't like free money, but it felt like free money because I didn't change any of my shopping habits. I just made sure that like my eBay stuff was enabled. So that what happened on Wednesday, and then like I was saying, we go to this local bar, and we go for Wing Wednesday. So we went for Wing Wednesday. It was a good time. I drank and ate wings. So to mark that, I have 3 different stickers I'm going to choose from. So 2 of them are doodles for my shop. They're the beer doodles and wine doodles. And then there are these like going out stickers from the Glam Planner, which are way too big, so I'm going to set those aside. I'm going to use, these are hand drawn by me, so I'm always generally partial to them. But I am going to put in a wine glass and a beer mug, because it's cute. But that was my Wednesday, and that is the first half of the week. I promise to like zoom out and show you the whole thing once I'm done. But let me put this aside and grab the other half of the week. Let's move on to June 14th, Thursday. Okay, so Thursday was a rough day, guys. Rough day. I'm probably going to cover up this full box almost completely, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't like the term Caffeine Queen, which I think is the name of this kit. So we're going to start with the fact that it was a goddamn early morning. I was very busy this weekend, and a friend had asked me to do a training for him that was like not scheduled, like last minute, like, hey, my employee is having a hard time, could we bug you? So I agreed to it, but I told him, I was like, I have to be done by noon. Like noon is when is my cutoff. So we started at 9 a.m., which means I had to get to work at 8 a.m. to get like, because I have like an hour worth of emails and like general stuff to do every morning. Oh no. Okay, opinion time. So these are my favorite stickers to mark meetings. They're from Happy Day of Stickers, and they're supposed to like come up like this on the edge. But all of the ones here on the right side, none of them come up. Like their right side wasn't cut. So I need your guys' opinion. I feel like I should reach out to so normally I don't reach out to shops when I have issues, but this is like a fourth of the stickers I can't use. Huh. I mean, I guess I could just cut them. You know what? I'll probably just do that. I feel very weird about contacting shops with issues. Because every time somebody contacts me with an issue, even if I fix it, like it haunts me. Anyway, those are from Happy Day of Stickers, and I love to use them to mark trainings. Next, not something I want to put in, but this was the day that we got I didn't check my personal email until I was done with the training, but this is the day we all saw happen, like unfold on people's Instagram. Sorry, I'm a little out of frame. I'm putting down a glitter flag. This is when those Etsy fees were announced to us. So if you don't know, Etsy raised their fees for sellers. I'm going to talk again. Sorry, guys. So, basically, Etsy fees used to be, what they are right now, because the change hasn't gone live, is you pay 20 cents per listing, and you pay 20 cents every time you sell any item whatsoever. Then they take 3.5% transaction fee on just the thing you sold, and then they take like a credit card processing fee. With the new changes, they will now take a 5% fee on what you sold, and they'll do a 5% fee on the shipping you charge, which that part is the part that just angers me to no end, because like people are going to obviously just raise their prices on shipping, and they're probably doing it for 2 reasons. One, some people like to hide the cost of their items in shipping because there's no fee on it, and second of all, they're trying to encourage us all to give people free shipping, which some of us like me who try to do like rock bottom prices straight up can't afford it sometimes, because if I give you free shipping on a $5 item, I'm going to lose money on that order. So basically on this day, I had to like sit down and reevaluate. So first of all, to mark that, I'm going to use this like sad sticker from Once More with Love. I don't want to change too much in my shop because of this. I'm doing my best not to. I am not moving to my own standalone shop. I don't have the energy or the time to build that, because this is not my, like, making stickers is not my full-time job. It is a hobby for sure. I don't want to raise prices, and for now, I won't. The only thing right now that's changing is $2 Tuesday. I posted about it on Instagram, but basically those grab bags I had that had like 4 sheets of functional stickers in them. If I were to sell them under Etsy's new prices, I would make negative money. Like, the margins on those are so slim already that, like, I wasn't making too much money off of them as is, and I was kind of using them as, like, a customer appreciation thing. But I straight up cannot sell those anymore as is. So they're now going to have 3 sheets instead of 4 sheets. Sorry about that, guys. I know, I feel awful about it. So that happened on this day. Next, we had this really big meeting. I usually don't mark meetings in my rewinds, but it was like a really big important meeting to prepare for our event on Friday/Saturday, which I'll talk about in a second. And then afterwards, I left work a little early, and by early I meant I left at like 6 instead of 7 to go shopping. I wanted a new dress for Friday. I did not find any new dresses. I do wear plus size clothing because I'm a larger gal, and it's hard to find dresses sometimes that are both cute and flattering. I think the thing that pissed me off the most, so I go to JCPenney because they've got a really good plus size section, is that like they had like no dresses. I counted 6 dresses in the entire section, and then right next to it was all like the regular size dresses, and they had like a million different dress types that were all gorgeous. And I know that some dresses, if you make them larger, they won't look good, but these were the type where like I have a dress in exactly this style that I picked up somewhere else. Like, just make it for larger sizes, guys. Anyway, I ended up picking up 2 new pairs of like work pants and a ton of really cute shirts. I'm actually wearing one of them now. It's this really cute pattern that I'm super into. So to mark going shopping, I have from the Glam Planner this sticker here where she's like has bags and is like throwing money everywhere, and I really like the little characters like pawing at one of the dollar bills. But I'm just going to stick her in right here. So that was my Thursday. Oh, and now we are on to Friday. So this weekend was crazy. The reason I was using like a super busy time kit is because we had, I'm going to put these 2 next to each other, is we had a big convention for work coming in that we were planning, which is not something I ever want to do again. I don't know why I volunteered to be on the planning committee. I thought it'd be fun because, you know, I don't know if you know this, guys, but I like planning. So Friday started with a big meeting. I don't want to call it this, but because it's not this, but it was basically a shareholders meeting where we were like bringing everyone up to speed about what was about to happen at the event. People just are not nice sometimes. Like, all of them were like, why didn't you do this or this for the event? Because we didn't. Come to the planning meetings if you would like to have a hand in planning the event. So these are like planning stickers where she's really happy. I'm not part of like the shareholders committee, and I don't have like a vote on it, but as staff, and like part of the planning like group, I just sat in the back like doing work basically and answering questions as they came. Next up, I ran home. So the meeting was supposed to end at 1, and then we were due back at work at 4 o'clock to start setting up for the dinner, but the meeting didn't get out until 2, and then we'd made some changes to like we basically made changes to some of the rules we wanted for the event, and my boss was like, hey, like, you're the only one who is available right now that knows how to work our website because our tech guys were out. So he was like, can you stick around for like a half hour to an hour while I make these changes to the documents and upload them to the website? So like I stuck around, and then it was like 2:30 when I finally got it live, and then I rushed home. Again, I live like 20 minutes from home, but of course it took me 30 minutes because there was traffic for some reason. I did the world's fastest quick change. Luckily, I had decided on my outfit for the night beforehand, so I just had to like throw the dress on. I didn't put on any makeup. I put on mascara and like just a teensy bit of like powder foundation to cover up my red cheeks. When I got there, I didn't do anything with my hair. Luckily, it looked fine. I just put on a dress and put on my flats. I didn't have time to go grab heels. My legs probably needed to be shaved, and I just did the world's fastest quick change and ran back to work. I made it there at 3:59, and I was due at 4 o'clock. Whew. So then we had our big dinner. It was lovely. It was basically a fundraiser we decided to have in conjunction with the event. Sorry, that was a car alarm. So it was really nice. Trying to figure out what I want to use to mark this. So I'm going to use like a meal little thing, which doesn't matter what little thing it is because I'm about to cover it up. But it was a really nice dinner. You know, we had a lot of cute guest speakers. Not cute, but like interesting. And anyway, I'm going to use the little, from Scribble Prince Co., this little character that's all dressed up because I was all dressed up. And when people know your staff and they are like the staff that help plan it and they arrive, people were like, we had like cocktail hour that was like a cash bar. People were just buying me drinks left and right. And by the time the event started, and I had nothing to do at the event, I did not volunteer for like the sound booth or anything. I was just basically drunk. So we had the dinner. Then after the dinner was over, there were a lot of parties and stuff you could go to because a lot of people just planned like official after parties at like somebody rented out the whole bar nearby, which I eventually went to, and I'll talk about in a second. But I had to rush back to the office to do some work. I decided last minute to make some stuff for the event, some last minute stuff. So I did that. I'm not marking that because there's no room. But then I went out drinking. So I went to like that bar that the people they rented out, and then I went out and I got some really terrible shots at this bar locally that I'd never tried before. But I basically stayed out with friends I hadn't seen in forever, or people where I was like, hey, I remember emailing you. Like, it was just one of those fun times. I did make it home by, I was home by 1, 2 a.m., which was a terrible idea because let's move on to Friday, where we learn that I was out until 2, 3 a.m., and I had to be back at work at 6 a.m. for convention day. I was not a happy camper with myself. Oh crap, I shouldn't have put that in the middle. Oh well, we're just gonna put washi on top of it. So I just was very tired all day. It was a 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. event. It went really well. Everyone will always complain about something, but all around it was done very well. Oh, sorry, just like, so it was really hot on this day, and my favorite complaint that we got, because, you know, people see somebody wearing, like, a staff name badge and holding a walkie-talkie, and they assume I'm important. Somebody pulled me aside, and they're like, you know, I don't want to complain, I'm not a complainer, but I just have to say, it is really hot outside. And it was like 90 degrees, very uncharacteristic. I'm like, what do you want me to do? They're like, maybe choose a weekend that isn't so hot. And I'm like, we have to do this in June. Every weekend in June is going to be hot. But apparently, I passed along that complaint, and I think my boss was like, the hell. I'm using to mark this day these protest stickers from my shop, not because I was protesting anything, but one of my duties throughout the day, not throughout the day, I had a time slot where I wasn't scheduled to do anything, and I ate my lunch really quick. It was supposed to be my lunch break. So I went to go help somebody, and they're like, nobody knows that this is the room for this, because so basically we had a room that people needed to go in, and there was a sign in front of the room, what it was for, but there were so many people, the sign was covered up. So I made this pole out of broomsticks, and I put the sign on the top of it, and I just held it up. So I thought that was a cute way to mark. Anyway, that was what I did. I got home. Well, afterwards I did go out a little bit with some people who'd come in, but that didn't last long. I went home, I crashed into bed, and I slept. Oh my God, I slept. Like, there were loud noises outside my apartment, but I did not care. Not one bit. I had the most amazing sleep ever. You know those sleeps where you feel like you deserve the sleep? That was the kind of sleep I had. So to mark that sleeping in, I have, again, from the Glam Planner, these are like sleeping stickers, if you can see it. They're really cute. I think this character's name is Bippity, but I could be wrong. Then when I finally woke up, I started working on orders. I had gotten out all the orders that were due throughout the week on Monday. Like Monday morning, I did the PO drop. But there were a lot of orders that were I would have normally had time to get them out much earlier, but I didn't because I was just so focused on this event. I felt badly. I know some of you probably were it's taking a bit longer than normal. Mabby. So on that day, I just, again, Glam Planner, it's she's working hard kind of stuff. I just cranked out a ton of orders. I didn't drop them off till Monday because I was not planning on leaving my house at all on this day. I ended up leaving the house on this day, but I dropped them off. Oh, no, wait, no. I was planning on dropping them off Monday, but I ended up dropping them off Sunday because I went over to my boyfriend's. I had gotten over being mad at him for the fight. My AC just kicked on. Yay. So I went over to there, and we decided we were going to get some dinner, actually, at Olive Garden. I love Olive Garden. So to mark, before we even got to dinner, don't tell him I told you this, but it was totally his fault. He was merging into the right lane when we were driving, and he looked in his mirror, but he didn't check his blind spot, and there was someone there, and, like, he scraped up the side of her car, she scraped up the side of his car. It was a whole thing. So to mark that little fender bender, I put in that little thing, which is like a dinner plate, but I'm going to cover that up from the Coffee Monsters Co. Again, these face emoji thingies, the one that's like shocked, because it was my side of the car, and I'm telling you, if he would have hit her a little bit faster, or if she was going a little bit faster, so like, alright, this is his car, this is her car. Driving, he did this, and I was sitting right there. If either of them had been going a little faster, the collision would have been harder. Like, I would have been injured. Like, there was a small dent in there, but, like, my legs were, like, leaning to the left so they didn't get hit. But it was scary. And he got mad that I told him he had to be more careful. It is my life. Please do not kill me. And then we went to Olive Garden for dinner. He was bummed the whole time because he's, like, because he has that part-time job with his dad, but, like, paying for a fender bender is expensive. There's a chance my camera might die because it's overheating, but I'm going to try to wrap this up. Actually, no, it is way overheating. I'm going to turn it off, let it cool off, and then we'll come back to, like, finish the sidebar, do the deco, all that fun stuff. Okie dokie, I am back. So starting over here, I am going to grab this girl here, who her shirt says, or I can grab her. None of these really look like me. I am pale, but I have brown hair. Her hair is not my color. Okay, we're using her. I need to stop changing my mind. Oh, of course, I've been having a fun time. There's a gnat. Anyway, I've been having an easy time with these stickers, so of course the very last sticker is hard to use. Okay, so I'm gonna lay her down, and there's just a great amount of room at the top for what I would like to put in, which is a quarter box. So, first of all, for those who are wondering, I said I used to be doing this 52-week savings challenge. I had to empty my bank account to handle some stuff, but as soon as some things straighten out in my life, particularly this trip being over and me getting reimbursed for it, but some other stuff, I'm going to start building back up and continue that 52-week savings challenge. It's still a goal. So for now, I just wanted to put up here, I was sick all week. Like, it started over the weekend, and then I came in Monday, and I was just dying all week. I didn't have a voice. It was just bad. So to mark that, I have from the Glam Planner these, like, sick characters, with the little animal being so concerned. But I'm putting that in, and I will just write in the theme of me being sick. Alright guys, I did it. I put down a full week of Rewind Planning stickers. I am going to go fill this out. I'm going to fill this out with my beautiful Pen Gems pen from her latest Spring Fling release. It is freaking amazing. I love this. It does have a 0.4 gel insert I got from Jet Pens. So I'm going to fill this all out, take some cute pictures for Instagram. I hope I remember. And then I will be back to chit chat with you guys, say goodbye, show you what's left of the kit, and yeah, just chat a little bit more. So I will be right back. Okay, so I did fill it in, but I just realized that I forgot to put all the deco on, and I did want to do that on camera. So let's put that down. The only thing that I changed while I was off camera is I accidentally wrote the wrong thing in on that quarter box, but I couldn't pull up the box, so I just put in another quarter box on top of it. So there's something under it. This deco is huge, so that's a thing. I don't like big deco when I plan in my personal planner because it makes things hard. And, oh, I also did take a really cute picture for Instagram. I haven't posted it yet, but hopefully you saw it before this. It was like a before the pen shot, and it was cute. It was very cute. I do want to put in this last deco piece, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it up. It says Caffeine Queen, which I feel like I just need to put that in. Great. Yay. So while I'm here, I am going to chop off the bits or I will forget. I know that, like, I don't know. I guess I could just use my own kits if I want this, but, like, this big deco, like, even if I was using this kit in my Erin Condren, the deco would be huge because I only have room to put deco at, like, the top of the page. So unhappy with that. But the rest of this kit was great, and I did not have as hard of a time with these vinyl stickers as I thought. So let me pop this back in my planner real quick. Okay, it is back in my planner, and it is so cute. I brought out this, like, coffee clip because I thought it would be perfect for this, and I was right. Anyway, let me show you what is left in this kit, and this is going in my giveaway pile. So I still have these 3 full boxes in this 1 full box. I have all my headers, most of my little things, all the check boxes. I used only one thing on this functional page, and I don't think I could have fit the weekend banner with all the date covers and date dots. Still a lot of half boxes left. I don't tend to use those because they just take up so much room. All the glitter headers still, and a lot of washi left. So whoever receives this part of my giveaway pile will have a lot to work with. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me and sticking around till the end. I know that these Plan With Me's have a lot of, like, story time in them, but I hope that you enjoy them and that they give you a peek into my life and a lot of the frustrations I have to deal with. I'm going to attempt to keep uploading these, but I cannot promise anything. I'll also do my best to link everything down below. If I forget anything, just yell at me in the comments. But other than that, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And other than that, I hope you have a great day. Bye.